Love Toronto. I love Canada. But my favorite city is Vancouver.
Vancouver.
Yeah,
Cool.
I've been to Toronto also many times. I have shot a film here. Deepa Mehta's first film, Sam and Me, was shot in Toronto. And also Kismet Connection was shot here, so I stayed here. Plus I came for the festival. And I've been to Montreal, Vancouver, Calgary, but Vancouver is my favorite.
How are you expecting the response? Or how do you think Western West is going to be received here? How do you
Response?
think? Yeah, how do you think Western West is going to be received here when it is?
I'm sure people will like West is West because it's a human story. It's a story of relationship. It's a story of sacrifice, tolerance, and human relationships.
Now, apart from Indian cinema, you work in British cinema and American cinema extensively. Now, would you be able to describe the difference in the experience that you have while filming and working with?
Well, basically, difference. Broadly speaking, the difference is that in the West, the budgets are much higher. The equipment is more fancy, and people are more disciplined. I mean, back home also now we have a lot of new equipment has come in, latest equipment has come in, and our films are also, improving. But West definitely has more money and more resources than the Indian counterpart.
So, do you have a preference between the two, or?
No. I mean, wherever good work happens, I try and be part of it.
Now, in your career, I mean, if you look at the history, you've always, well, not I shouldn't say always, but quite often it's been you picked up very challenging roles, unconventional maybe.
I try to do. I want to be known as a versatile actor. That's why I keep trying different things. I mean, I've done comedies, I've done serious roles, I've done satires, I have done, dark roles, negative roles. So all kind of roles I like to.
Now, I mean, and there's always been a very high impact from those performances. I mean, my mother is a very big fan of Cockroaches, maybe one of her favorite movies. And, growing up, whenever she would make me watch the movies, it's that scream that came out that really stayed with the audience. I mean, the dialogues and those kind of performances. Is it just your skill of acting? Do you think like there's something else you possess, or is it because you're meant to do this, you're able to do it, or is it just something that you've perfected now?
Well, I'm a trained actor. I studied drama for 3 years in drama school. Then I went to film school for 2 years, and I'm grateful to be in both institutions because that's where I got my training. And I'm also grateful to Harpal Tiwana and his wife, with whom I started theatre when I was still studying in college.
Any projects that you've worked on that have been very special to you or close to you?
Many. I mean, I've done 250 films in the last 35 years. So it's very difficult to pinpoint one or two. But at least there will be 50 films of mine which will be always remembered. And even when I won't be here.
But personally to you, is there some that you would no specific ones that you've given all that love to all the movies, all the work that you.
Well, for obvious reasons, I enjoyed Art Satya because it was a tailor-made role. It was a very substantial role. City of Joy, My Son the Fanatic. Many films. As I said, out of 250, there must be at least 50 films which are very dear to me.
I must actually mention to you, City of Joy is something that the Toronto curriculum in school they show us that movie for classes. I don't know if you were aware or not. But now, is there a particular artist or director that you would like to work with, or maybe
I enjoyed working with Govind Nihalani. Govind
Something,
Lahani.
something that you want to do that you haven't been able, you would say you haven't done it.
No, I don't keep craving anything. Because there's no point craving. It's not going to help if I start imagining that I want to work with Spielberg. I mean, obviously it won't happen.
And now we do know like there's going to be some demand that's coming out. Western was definitely highly anticipated. Is there some project that you're working on that will be coming up?
Yes, there's a film called Khap, which is on honor killings in the north. There is young people are being killed by parents because they get married and because they happen to be same gotra or whatever they call it, and which is very unfortunate, which is very it's quite inhuman really to treat young children like that. So it's based on that.
And now finally, what message you would like to give to your Toronto audience? Anything that you would like to see the readers to know?
Well, to support good causes, I would say to the youngsters that support good causes, whether it is film, whether any social cause, participate in it and keep your dignity intact. And they should also remember that they have come to somebody else's house. It's not their original house. Their original house is back in Punjab, particularly to the earlier generation. The young generation which is born here, they are true Canadians. But your parents are not true Canadians. They are more Indians. You are of Indian origin. So you should not let that down.
You have to go represent.
Yes, you must intermingle. You must respect each other's culture. Not only indulge in your culture, but also learn to respect the others. Because if you respect somebody else's culture, somebody else will respect your culture. And that's what we want. We want to be appreciated. If we want ourselves to be appreciated, then we'll have to learn to appreciate others.
It's very well said. And what do you think about the efforts with the
It's amazing the kind of journey Rajinder Saini had in last 9 years with the Pravasi organization is amazing. It's an amazing journey, and he has wonderful colleagues who work with him. And he started as a taxi driver here 9 years ago, and look at today he's as a staff who he is looking after. About 30 people are working under him, and their families are dependent on those on Pravasi, and he is able to support those 30 people, which is quite an achievement. And it's like Mahatma Gandhi, for example, he brought in a revolution, peaceful revolution, gunless revolution. But what was the quality in him was that he was able to create little Gandhis everywhere. If he spoke in one city, suppose he spoke in Bombay, the people used to come from Pune, from Sangli, from little villages around Pune. So they will all go back, influenced by him, and start a movement like Little Gandhi. So that is how. It is not that Gandhi virtually went to every single village in India. His voice reached through these people. So he created Little Gandhis. And Rajinder Saini has that quality, that he will be able to create little Rajinders all around. He inspires you when he speaks, because he's honest, he's extremely hardworking, his heart is at the right place, a man of great integrity, whatever he will touch will become gold. Because he has a heart of gold. And he should be supported by people, and I'm sure without my saying, people will support him. I saw that today, how people love him, because he's a genuine worker. It's a genuine organization. It's an honest organization. Each penny which people contribute would go in the right hands.
Thank you very much, sir. If you could just sign a copy for us.
This one?
Yes.